This is the championship game in the Big Ten Conference. A precious trophy with a long tradition to battle for here. But also a game that's been a launching pad into the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Colts here in Indianapolis, Indiana. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Rumsrud. Let's get this thing underway. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. So Ohio State's offense gets on the field first today. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk, and one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ. Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Play fake, looking to throw. Oh, they trapped him for a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Receiver in motion now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Trapped again in the pocket.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually comes home with a sack.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. See if he can make a play on this return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense gets their first crack now. Let's look at the impact players in this game, Kirk. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today. Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Grab down the middle. It's Smith.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. We'll see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, making touchdown. You make the stop, but that moves the football to the 16. It'll be first down. The Boilermakers pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. On the move now. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
So the first snap in the red zone, and this defense, I'll tell you what, they are up for the challenge. A big sack that could really lessen the damage on this drive.
The sack makes it 2nd down and forever. Let's it fly to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers.
This This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. It's a heavy blitz up here. Let's see if they bring the house. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Tackle made after a big gain.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. A deep shot to the left side. Catch made down near the 10, and he's still going. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Throws it to the right. Pass caught. Can he get in? Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
Nice play-action call here by this offensive coordinator. But you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Big pressure and get it. A loss back to the 7-yard line.
I hate to question a play call, but that close to the goal line on first and goal and throw it. Oh, why not run the football right there?
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. They've got him again. He couldn't escape.
Well, this defensive unit has certainly picked a great time to make a stand with back-to-back sacks, starting with that first and goal play. Curious to see if the defense revs up its engine and tries to apply some pressure here on third down.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Hit as he released it. Intercepted in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the hit ends that threat.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. The quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Second and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a third and long. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grabbed by the receiver. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Breaking free at midfield. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. but I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Purdue has the lead here, and at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far.
Purdue 7, Ohio State 0.
They've flipped into the field, ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Caught behind the line. Smith. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
It can be hard sometimes in the pre-snap, but if the quarterback can identify the outside coverage, he can avoid these kind of losses. This was just man coverage on the outside, and the secondary pounced on that screen.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete, but yeah, here comes a penalty marker now. That should be a drive-extending first down. Defense will have to regroup now after that 15-yard penalty. And the Boilermakers looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker room.
Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind. A loss of 4.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You can tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made on the left side. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. The pocket breaking down. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play. Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So the Boilermakers offense heads back out onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 33-yard line. This drive is going now.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking for a man. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
A completion makes it second down. Looking to throw here. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Taken down, but not before it makes the first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they got him for a sack.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
They look to throw it here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34. And the Boilermakers line up on 1st and 10 now. They'll run it out of the shotgun. First down and more. He's still running. We saw them at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great What a pickup there on first down.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. He's looking to throw. QB to the tight end for a completion. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Big moment here in this championship game. 3rd and short on the 8th play of the drive. Can he make it to the marker? Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Boilermakers.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Ohio State, 0.
And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the grab. He's shoved out of bounds, but the defense was short of the first down marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That's caught. It's Miller. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. There's a 1st and 10 play. And the quarterback dropping back. Grab down the middle. It's Miller. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
High completion makes it 2nd and medium. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Running back has it on a screen now. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the 1st down marker.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
And then tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st. The Buckeyes will come to the line to run the hurry on. 1st down, looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Chris, on this play, he has nobody open. It's better than taking a sack. He doesn't get intentional grounding because where he threw it, there was an intended receiver. I think there's no harm, no foul here.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Oh, pass rush gets home.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. The distance will be from 38 yards out. And that one's straight down the middle. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, a Big Ten championship game that's already had its share of stirring moments. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the exciting conclusion of the Big Ten Championship.
The Buckeyes will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. Returner looking to create better field position. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. Trying to build the lead as we begin the 3rd quarter and trying to clean up those pass protection issues. He finds some space. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for 1st down.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
He bought some time, now lets it go. Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
And this time it's complete. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. It's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and it has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw. Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Looking to throw yet again. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
The Boilermakers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Finding space at the 20. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And the Boilermakers are in the red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Good pass to the flat to a receiver. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen could be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Purdue. They are pouring it on now. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
It's a quarterback keeper. He shreds the tackle.
I'm not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Deep shot, caught out of the 15. And he goes down after a huge gain. This offense is clicking now.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal. Well, the defense knows Dirk might take more than one tackler to bring this tight end down.
Well, anytime as a defense, you always want to rally to the football. But against this guy, you especially want to do that because you saw he breaks through that first arm tackle. I thought he might be able to pick up even more yards, but good job of getting extra hats to the ball.
Sails it way high out of the end zone and incomplete.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
They're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is 4-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are, they've got to come up with a play to put this ball into the end zone.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
They'll return it from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. The defense makes some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Jones. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. And the Boilermakers will bring their punt team onto the field. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Here comes the first play of the drive now from the 44. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. They get him down, but he crosses midfield. Off the 44.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
He's got the first and still going. You make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter. has the lead here. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Keeping it on the ground here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. He tries the right with a quick throw. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. They got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 2nd and goal for the offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on 2nd and goal. Now it's 3rd and goal for the offense.
They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. Bunching at the line, showing blitz. The receiver's got it on the jet sweep on 3rd down. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Man, I love to see a defense that's prepared for anything. The offense here tries that jet sweep and quickly found out that going side to side is tricky against this defense and this speed they have.
They'll try to run this one in. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This is called having confidence in an offensive line and a running back. 4th down and goal, you pound it in for the touchdown.
BT is good, makes it an 11-point game, 28-17. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. We're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Finds his man. It's Lee. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. 1st down here for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's an out route. The catch made. Touchdown, Boilermakers. They couldn't stop him there. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage curtain, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. receivers around now before the snap. That's caught. It's Roberts. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Offensively, you get to the fourth quarter, you're down in the game. You're thinking about vertical shots and getting out of bounds to try to stop the clock. If I'm a defensive coordinator, I'll give that up all game long. Short little routes, tackling them inbounds. Let's keep that clock moving.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Finally throws it deep down the left side. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line. The Buckeyes will crank up the tempo. Looking to throw again. Defense is coming after him. Down he goes. It's a sack. 2nd down now after the sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Oh, they trap him for a sack. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Two-man clock with the running game. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
I know. Defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
They'll hand it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the game just good enough for a 1st down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. It's a bootleg looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Roberts. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
A new set of downs after that completion. They'll run it here. This is the running back with the ball. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw, testing the middle. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, Chris, it has been tough sledding today for the old man under center. At this point, you just hope he's able to get out of this game healthy.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Now this defense has done such a great job of disrupting the timing with his quarterback and his wide receivers. Sacked him multiple times, consistent pressure, just dominating performance.
Trying for a fourth down completion. And the ball is picked off. Now he's bringing it back. Across midfield. The 30. At the 20. Crosses the touchdown. Purdue. Pick six could be a game changer.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on fourth down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Ohio State, 17.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. First down, looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Miller. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Looking for a late deep shot. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they had been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Looking deep for late game heroics. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. The Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. The returner is brought down as the clock runs out. That'll do it for this game. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.